All right, we've got Porto against Delelio. 3 years older is Delelio, an inch taller. And she comes in 1 pound over the 135-pound limit. Porto very light, actually, a couple of pounds, just under 2 pounds under the 135-pound limit. And the love on Twitter continues. I got to give a big shout-out to one of the best female mixed martial artists on the planet, Tara La Rosa, also enjoying Invicta FC here tonight.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, expect some fireworks in this bantamweight matchup tonight of Invicta FC. Let's meet the fighters. First of all, from the blue corner. Trained in jiu-jitsu but loves to ground and pound. She is 5 feet 5 inches tall, and she weighed in at 133.5 pounds. Her professional record, 14 wins with 4 losses, but 13 of those wins have come by way of knockout, including a 41-second win back in March. She trains with Team Iglesias and is here tonight from Pará, Brazil. Please welcome Vanessa Porto. Her opponent tonight coming off of a big submission win at Invicta 1 back in April right here in Memorial Hall. She's changed up her fighting style, however, and now listed as Kung Fu Panda. Trained in jiu-jitsu, but also has good ground and pound skills. At 5 feet 7 inches tall, she weighs 136.5 pounds. Her record, 5 wins with 2 losses. Training at Combat Sports Academy. And here tonight from San Jose by way of Olympia, Washington, make her fair welcome, Sarah the Monster Delelio. Chuck Wolf is in charge of the Invicta FC cage and about scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds.
Chuck Wolf, the referee. You heard great announcer Tim Hughes mention that Delelio trains in Kung Fu Panda. Well, where the heck is Jack Black? I don't see him in the corner. And in the words of a big-time MMA fan, pro wrestler Shane Helms, what's up with that?
He's probably watching the live stream.
Delelio flashing the jab. Porto again looking to continue her impressive run.
Interesting to note that Porto actually faced Christiana Cyborg in Brazil and did quite well against her.
But the end result was
Cyborg won. TKO. Oh, decision, yeah.
Yeah, and people, of course, awaiting the return of Chris Cyborg.
Wow.
But right now, Delelio catching Porto. And Porto, they just flashing in the center. Oh, man.
Big right hand.
Bad intention.
Back and forth.
No feeling of protest here, Mo. Porto and Delelio.
Gunning those right hands from Delelio.
Oh, and Delelio staggers Porto.
Porto back on her heels. Oh, and Porto trying for a double. And gets it. Oh, wow. Amazing transition to the armbar.
What an opening 60 seconds of action here.
Fast.
I'm speechless. I was trying to say something, but I was just...
Wow, that arm's pretty tight in there.
Yep.
I like the positioning on Porto's legs, too. Look at that, how she's setting herself up to sweep, or to sweep Delelio as well.
Delelio is very composed. I like
nice.
that.
13 of her 14 career wins inside the distance, including 10 via submission. So a very dangerous area here for Delelio, who knows a thing or two about submission defense. Ground and pound for Delelio.
Oh, her arm's out now.
Piston-like right hands. Hammer fist from Delelio. So back and forth we go. Here in round 1.
My goodness, this is action-packed.
This is amazing.
I need to say something, but it's hard for me to say something because these girls are throwing down.
And now a momentary respite, but very action-packed start to this fight. Kimura attempt. Of course, Kimura, named after the great Japanese artist who broke Helio Gracie's arm.
Judo, yep.
Sarah transitioned to back control, but it's tenuous. She's a little high up there.
Of course, Helio Gracie, the patriarch of the legendary Gracie family. And without the Gracies, maybe none of us would be here today and watching this exciting Invicta FC action. I'd like to see a Gracie breakdown of an Invicta FC fight. Maybe we'll see it in this one, as Delelio Maybe looking for the backdoor escape is her opponent, Porto.
And Porto is also staying very composed right there for being back on her heels in the first part of this fight and being rocked a little bit. She sure did go aggressively for that armbar and that takedown. Oh, wow.
Wow, D'Alelio now looking. Oh, she tapped. She tapped.
Wow.
D'Alelio responds with a win, and she is jacked up.
Just earned herself a top 10 ranking, I believe, with that performance.
What a win for Sarah D'Alelio.
Amazingly done.
Maybe we were talking about the last fight. This might have been the fight of the night so far. So
this was the upset of the night, in my opinion. That was amazingly done by
Taking
D'Alelio.
the fight on short notice, filling in for the injured Kelly Corbo. And look at Vanessa Porto. What a sportsman. What an athlete. Both of them embrace. What a win for Sarah D'Alelio. The monster is back.
And let's go into the action, the replay of this just absolutely exciting round. Look at this. They're just swinging at each other. Both of them throwing those right hands out there. Both of them hurting each other on those punches, too, knocking each other backwards. But here, it's all Porto right here. All Porto with right hands. And then all of a sudden, Sarah comes right back at her. Bam. Oh, my goodness. Rocks her back on her heels. Hits her with uppercuts and straight rights.
Redefine the term hits like a girl in this one, you guys. Wow.
There's the slam from Porto. And then here, D'Alelio, she's got a triangle position with Porto on her back.
That's been a shoulder to shoulder.
Pulling and pulling on that arm. And then it's like, I think it's a shoulder. Yeah, I think it's her shoulder. You're right. It's a shoulder.
Good call, Mo. Sarah D'Alelio looking monstrous in her first two fights on the first two Invicta FC events.
Woo! How about that, Kansas City? This fight comes to an end 3 minutes and 16 seconds of the opening round by way of a tap out and an armbar submission. Your winner, Sarah the Monster D'Alelio.
Sarah D'Alelio goes fishing for a submission, and she lands the big one at Invicta FC 2.